What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my Blu-ray DVD collection for 2020 and Fantasy Part 2. So yeah, like I said, I have these out of order just so I could fit stuff in, even though it's pretty tight here. So starting off, we have Highlander, the Immortal Edition, classic of course from 1986 with Sean Connery and Christopher Lambert. Comes with Queen companion CD, so you gotta love that. So up next we have the Hobbit trilogy, the first one from 2012, and Unexpected Journey, of course. Yeah, Martin Freeman terrific as Bilbo, Ian McKellen returning as Gandalf, Richard Armitage as Thorin. Yeah, big fan of the first one especially. I love all things Tolkien. Lord of the Rings are my favorite films of all time. I love the Hobbit films. I know a lot of people had problems with them. Probably shouldn't have been 3 films, but whatever. I still love them. Yeah, I got the extended editions, 3D Blu-rays that came, that were collector's editions that came with statues. They're all on my opposite bookcase across the room. Okay, the second one, The Desolation of Smaug. Yeah, fantastic voice work by Benedict Cumberbatch. Smaug the Terrible was a fantastic character. You've got the additions of Evangeline Lilly. Love her. Orlando Bloom makes a nice appearance again as Legolas. Luke Evans as Bard the Bowman. The ride down the barrel ride down the river is a fantastic sequence in that film. And probably the much maligned, in fact, the Battle of the Five Armies, this one from 2014, Desolation of Smaug from 2013. I still love them, all of them. Not as much as Lord of the Rings, but yeah, I love The Hobbit as well. Alright, moving on. This is tight, so let's... Because of the way I have it arranged, The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus from 2009, directed by Terry Gilliam, of course. Yeah, after The Dark Knight, this was the last film I think Heath Ledger appeared in. Yeah, Christopher Plummer, Johnny Depp, Jude Law, and Colin Farrell. Really wonderful film. A little disjointed because of the casting issues, of course, but I still enjoyed it a lot. Trying to find a place to put this so we can continue, so I don't have to struggle as much. So up next we have Immortals on 3D Blu-ray with Henry Cavill, Freida Pinto, and Mickey Rourke. Not great from 2011, but some decent action scenes from what I remember. Up next we have Inkheart from 2009. Yeah, really wonderful film with Brendan Fraser and Paul Bettany, Helen Mirren. Jim Broadbent. Interesting, I've got a widescreen and full screen copy. I usually always opt for widescreen, but there you have it. Oh, God, another one stuck together. Jack and the Giant Slayer from 2013. I really enjoyed this film. I don't know why I didn't do that great. I thought the performances were all great. It's a great classic story, of course. Nicholas Hoult was wonderful in it. I really liked the female lead in it as well. It was just it really touched me because it sort of was a node to the creation of like English history, which I got a kick out of as a proud Brit. That really touched me in that film. Up next we have Jason and the Argonauts, another one of these Ray Harryhausen classics. Absolutely fantastic film from 1963. Yeah, the skeleton fight is just brilliant. Love this film. Alright, up next we have Jumanji, the original one from 1995 with Robin Williams. Been a while since I've seen this. And of course I have the remake, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle from 2017. Yeah, The Rock and Jack Black, Karen Gillan, love her. Kevin Hart, really a lot of fun. I like the sequel as well, The Next Level from last year, so I'll definitely be getting that on Blu-ray as well. Alright, up next we have my Jurassic Park franchise collection. course, the original three Jurassic Park films. The first one from 1993, directed by Steven Spielberg, just fantastic. Laura Dern, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum. Just a great film. I was a big fan of dinosaurs as a kid growing up, like visiting the British Museum, Natural History Museum, and seeing those things. Just as a young boy, you're fascinated by dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park sort of captures that perfectly. The Lost World Jurassic Park from '97, not so much. I do like quite a lot of parts of Jurassic Park 3 from 2001, and I'll get to the new Jurassic World movies in a bit. Alright guys, moving on down. Up next we have Jurassic World. Yeah, like I said, I like the new Jurassic World films with Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah, from 2015. Really enjoyed the first one. And I also got the sequel, Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, from 2018. Not as good as the first one, but still enjoyable. Looking forward to the third one. Up next, we have King Kong, 2-disc special edition from 1933, of course, classic with Fay Wray. Absolutely love that. And I also got Peter Jackson's 2005 remake with Jack Black and Naomi Watts, 2-disc special edition. Loved this film. The fight between Kong and the three V-Rexes is fantastic. Alright, up next we have Kong Skull Island from 2017. Yeah, enjoyed this quite a bit with Tom Hiddleston and Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly. Up next we have Labyrinth from 1986, another Jim Henson collaboration. Yeah, David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly anniversary edition, very nice. Ugh. Stuff's about to fall out. Up next we have Lady Hawk. Yeah, really good Richard Donner film from 1985 with Matthew Broderick, Rutger Hauer, Michelle Pfeiffer. Alright, stuff's a little bit out of order again because I wanted to display my Lord of the Rings trilogy like this. So obviously Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring from 2001. New Line Platinum Series Special Extended DVD edition. Fantastic film. My favorites of all time, Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens put together a remarkable achievement. Yeah, Elijah Wood, Sean Astin, Ian McKellen, Orlando Bloom, John Rhys Davies, Sean Bean, Viggo Mortensen, Billy Boyd, Dominic Monaghan, just fantastic. Cate Blanchett, Hugo Weaving. I love everything about The Lord of the Rings. The Two Towers from 2002, also fantastic. Love Miranda Otto as Eowyn, Bernard Hill, Carl Urban, and Andy Serkis as Gollum, of course. Fantastic achievement on its own. And The Return of the King from 2003, fantastic as well. Maybe overly long, but the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, the Siege of Gondor, the encounter with Shelob, just so great. Everything about it. Yeah, Lord of the Rings trilogy is my all-time favorite films altogether. I watch them every year on Christmas Eve. It's like altogether, I don't know, 11 hours, something like that. But yeah, I absolutely love LOTR. Alright guys, moving on. Up next we have The Last Witch Hunter from 2015 with Vin Diesel. Not great from what I remember, but it has its moments. Up next we have Legend from 1985. Great film directed by Ridley Scott, of course. Ultimate Edition, Tom Cruise and Mia Sara. Fantastic film. Up next we have Maleficent from 2014. Yeah, with Angelina Jolie and Elle Fanning. Liked it a lot. I like the sequel as well, Mistress of Evil, that came out last year, so I'll probably be getting that on Blu-ray. Up next, we have a Monster Calls from 2016. Yeah, good film with Sigourney Weaver, Felicity Jones, Liam Neeson. Good creature effects. Liked it a lot, actually. Up next, we have the classic, The Never-Ending Story from 1984. Been a while since I've seen this, to be honest. But yeah, absolutely great film from my childhood. Up next, we have Oz, The Great and Powerful, with James Franco and Michelle Williams, Rachel Weisz. Yeah, from 2014. Looking at it now, I'm like, why don't I have this in my family collection with The Wizard of Oz and Return to Oz? I should put all three of those together, really. I might do that. Alright, up next we have Pan's Labyrinth. Absolute fantastic film, directed by Guillermo del Toro from 2006. Yeah, as good as The Shape of Water is, I love this film just as much. Fantastic creature effects, great story. Tough to watch in parts, but yeah, fantastic film. Pan's Labyrinth. Up next, we have Pleasantville from 1998. Yeah, really good film. Beautiful to look at, black and white, splashed with color. Yeah, Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon, Jeff Daniels and Joan Allen. Fantastic film. Up next, we have The Princess Bride from 1987, of course, directed by Rob Reiner. Absolute classic, one of the best films of the 80s. Cary Elwes and Robin Wright Penn, or just Robin Wright now, of course. Yeah, Mandy Patinkin, Chris Sarandon, Andre the Giant. Absolutely love The Princess Bride. Fred Savage, the bookend storytelling of the story. One of the great films of the 80s, that's for sure. Alright, up next we have Reign of Fire. Kind of a fantastic movie, actually, from 2002. Matthew McConaughey and Christian Bale chewing up the scenery, fighting dragons in apocalyptic UK. This film definitely has its moments. It's kind of great because of it. Alright, up next we have Red Riding Hood, 2011. Yeah, I like this film a lot. I'm a big fan of Amanda Seyfried, Gary Oldman. Yeah, Amanda Seyfried also did a song for the soundtrack for this film that's really good that I have as well. Yeah, she's actually a good singer if you aren't aware, but yeah. I like her voice on a couple of tracks she's done for some of the songs she's done over the years, or some of the movies she's done. The aforementioned The Shape of Water from 2017, Oscar-winning film, of course, with Sally Hawkins, fantastic, Octavia Spencer, Michael Shannon, Michael Stuhlbarg, Richard Jenkins. Just a brilliant film. Absolutely loved it. It was my favorite film of 2017. Alright, up next we have Snow White and the Huntsman from 2012 with Kristen Stewart, Charlize, of course, and Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, I like this this sort of version of Snow White a lot. And I also got the sequel, The Huntsman Winter's War from 2016 with Emily Blunt, Jessica Chastain. Up next we have The Sorcerer's Apprentice from 2010 with Nicolas Cage, Jay Baruchel. Yeah, I like this film a lot when it came out. Get that back in there. Up next we have Stardust. Yeah, really good film from 2007, I believe, with Claire Danes, Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer. Underrated if you haven't seen it. Up next we have Sucker Punch extended cut from 2011 with what's her name, Emily. Trying to remember her last name. I'm like blanking on her name. Good little actress, great looking outfit in this film. It's not great. Yeah, it'll come to me after I do this video, but I forgot her name. Alright, moving on. Next we have Warcraft from 2016. Yeah, not great, but decent. I'm not a fan of the game or whatever, but yeah, I dug it. Okay, up next we have The Water Horse, Legend of the Deep, from 2007, I believe. Yeah, 2-disc special edition. Yeah, I like this film a lot, about the Loch Ness Monster. Great mythical beast, of course. Up next we have Where the Wild Things Are from 2009, of course based on the Maurice Sendak book, directed by Spike Jonze. I don't love this film, but it's definitely has its heart in the right place, and definitely interesting visually, that's for sure. Up next we have Willow from 1988, of course directed by Ron Howard. Absolute classic with Val Kilmer. Yeah, one of the great 80s fantasy films, that's for sure. And last but not least, we have Winter's Tale from 2014, I believe. Yeah, Colin Farrell and Russell Crowe, really good. Jessica Brown Finlay as well. Yeah, I liked this film a lot when I initially saw it. So that is Fantasy Part 2. Next will be Film Noir, which should be just one video. Thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you.